Hey fam, I know a lot of you all have purchased your land and now you're getting settled on your land and you're looking at the price of things. Inflation is real, but don't get overwhelmed. I've been there. I'm going to share with you some things and a strategy that I use and I still use even to this day. So I got you, fam. I'm here for you. I got you. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about a strategy that I use even to today about tackling this inflation and the extra cost in owning land. That I use is dollar cost averaging. Yes, dollar cost averaging. Not only do you do it with your finances, but you can do it with your land and anything that you're trying to work on and anything that you're looking at long term, because there's value in dollar cost averaging. It'll make you feel where you're not so overwhelmed, but allow you to get small goals and allow you to achieve your objective. So Eco, what is dollar cost averaging? I'm glad you asked that question. So dollar cost average is when you invest on a routine basis. You invest small amounts, but you do it regardless of price whatsoever, because you're looking at the long term and you're going to allow your consistency to build, and then you'll eventually have your goal on where you're trying to be and what you're trying to do, especially when it comes to homesteading, because this thing can be overwhelming. This thing can be crazy overwhelming because of the fact of you need so many different things. And when you first get that land, whether it's raw, whether it's established, whether it's a home there, whether you got to build a home, whatever, man, that thing can be overwhelming, especially when you're sitting down, you're trying to write those things that you're trying to achieve down. And this dollar cost average strategy will allow it to be a whole lot easier, a whole lot smoother, and you'll see your goals being met at a time. And don't, like I said, don't worry about the cost, because you're going to see how it's going to all pan out. Something simple as you want an orchard, you want to try to grow a bunch of fruit trees. Consider this: a dollar cost averaging strategy may be buy a few trees this season, and over a period of time you learn how to care for them, you learn what they like, what they don't like, but then over a period of time, every season you just buy more and more fruit trees. Eventually you have your orchard. And because in the beginning it's going to seem very overwhelming. Another thing that you want to think about is your tools. Trust me, fam, some people, they think they got good tools because they live in the city, they think they have everything they need, but once you test everything out here and you use it on a consistent basis, you realize you need some professional equipment. And if you go and shop something simple as a shovel, man, the price is crazy when you're looking at a real quality shovel. In comparison, when you go by any of your little run-of-the-mill stores and you just go buy a little quick grab and go store, you'll see that a quality shovel will probably last you the majority of your lifetime. Depends on your age, right? Another thing you want to look at is buy one shovel or buy one tool per month. Every month buy a tool for your homestead. Instead of trying to get everything that you need, go ahead and buy one tool per month. You can allow that. Don't focus on the price, because long term it's still gonna be cheaper at your price now than it will be in the future. Another strategy is, you want good soil, you want good quality soil. Go ahead and have your designated area where you can build a compost bin. Have your place where you can burn, so you have all your biochars, all your broken down materials, and also have all the scraps and all of the food scraps, all the shavings, all the mulch. Have a designated place on your property so that you can build that soil quality up. And as you start the garden, don't try to build a gigantic big garden. Why not consider just taking a little small section of your property, even though you got a lot more property than you had in the city? Start out maybe with a little city garden, right? And then over a period of time, you can just slowly amend that soil, build that soil up, and then you can expand one square at a time. You can just add maybe once every 2 to 3 years, just add a little bit more space to your garden. Trust me, fam, take your time, because it can be overwhelming. This whole process can be overwhelming. But if you take your time and use this strategy, you'll notice that you'll have gains. And then people come back 5, 6 years later, they'll be like, wow, y'all have done a lot of work because you just took your time and you broke it up into small pieces and you were consistent and you did it on a regular basis. So that's what I mean by dollar cost. Same thing goes for, like, if you're doing chickens, you're doing rabbits, you're doing any type of livestock. You don't have to just go in there so hard to the part where you become overwhelmed. You got the learning curve and you're going to make mistakes. That's what a part of learning is. And you're going to learn different things because you might have had experience growing up, growing on the farm or doing something like that, but your land may be different. Your landscape, your terrain may be different from how you grew up. Your infrastructure may be a little bit different. And there's things that you're going to have to learn. So why not use that dollar cost averaging process by why not taking maybe a couple of chickens or maybe a couple of goats rather than going to get a bunch of them and then you risk losing quite a few of them. Go ahead and learn the ins and the outs and be successful with growing a few things, and then they can also produce, right? So you'll have actually your livestock, they'll have babies and then they'll produce and they'll grow over a period of time as well. So that's, man, that's like a dividend, fam. That's like a true asset when you invest in one and then you get more and more and more. So fam, I hope you get an understanding of what I mean by dollar cost averaging. You could probably apply these principles in so many different ways across the homestead, in your investing, and in your journey, because I'm telling you, it's not an easy journey. It's not a fast journey, but you being consistent, taking your time, and going through the process over a period of time, you'll see the benefits. And remember, it's a marathon. Y'all take care. Until next time, don't forget to keep on growing. Grow.